Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakatah Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS, who taught us this truth. Okay, salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. Those that are pushing this truth and sincerity, all right, uncut, unedited, without a care in the world for the wicked. So what we have here, this Israelite woman on Twitter, nothing is stopping me from having an abortion. I will kill us both. I will kill us both. This is what the scripture says about these Israelite women. This is Sirach 25. It says here in 19, it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So she's about to feel her, she's about to receive her judgment, you know. She's going to receive a harsh judgment for her wickedness. You know, she takes no care, no thought into what she's doing. None at all. None. You know. And you can only blame her and this goddamn devil that's giving her the liberty, you know, to be in this position that she's in. As a loose cannon. You know what? As a damn loose devil. That's a devil. You know. They can make the statement like this. This is a black devil, man. This is a black devil that we have no need of. Period. You know. And she's thinking very little, like the scripture says. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. I did this little search here, thinking little of something, having no respect for it. It says here, what does it mean to think less of something? To no respect. You know? To have a worse opinion of someone. I hope you don't think any less of me now that you know about the trouble I got into when I was younger. But anyway, the whole point is the definition to not respect. You know, she has no respect. Pretty much for nothing nor herself. Nothing nor herself. And this is foul. This is nothing short of foul, abominable. You know, so them days is coming where the Most High is literally about to punish these women, man. The days are coming where she's out, when she's given this much liberty to be a goddamn devil, you know, it's coming to an end. It's going to come to an abrupt end. Look at a car accident, for example, like a car hitting another car head on, a head-on collision. Both those cars is mangled. Look at a car that strikes a tree when it comes to an abrupt stop. It comes to here, let me pull that up. Just a tree, man. is mangled. This is her freedom coming to an end. This is how the wicked in their free reign over this world, this is how it's going to come to an end. A total disaster. I mean, you can see this car hit this tree, and it ignited a fire. That's spiritual itself. Because their end is coming to it's going to come to a complete end. The ultimate end is going to be by fire, man. By fire. These cars are totaled, man. There's no bringing them back. These cars is totaled. Shh, look at this one. It's going to come to a complete end. And besides, about to burn these people up, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, just like the scripture says. You know? It's like I'm trying to... There ain't no compromise with these people, man. There ain't no, because if they're not woken up by now and falling into place and repenting and trying to clean themselves up, man, by this time they're not going to, so the Most High is going to have to visit them with horror. Period. He's just going to have to visit them with horror, man. To think little of someone, synonym. Think little of, meaning. Let me go in this one here. It didn't give me nothing. You don't understand. If you don't understand how this woman thinking and how her mind works by now, you just lost in the sauce, man. Out here chasing these women, putting them up on a pedestal as if they are God, as if they are. No, they're not gods. Fools, man. The book of Job says she doesn't have understanding nor knowledge. The scriptures right here. Job 39:17, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. I'm going into deprived. This is the Most High, man. Got a problem with the argument with, check it up with him. To deprive. To deny. To deprive somebody something is to deny them of it. A person or place. It says deny the possession or use of something. To deny the possession or use. Again, it says, because, Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, deny the possession or use of something. It's pretty simple to understand. It's pretty easy to understand that. You know, neither hath he imparted, under the blue letter, imparted, to divide a portion, assigned to share, to divide up plunder. Oh shit. Go back to that. Imparted. Excuse me. Let me do it this way. To make known, communicate, or to bestow. It's a quality. Bestow a quality. Its main use has been to impart a high surface gloss to finish. Yeah, not a good example there. Bestow. To give, convey or grant from, or as if from a store. To give. So again, the scripture. So you're gonna hear going out, man, more and more foolish, comments and behavior. We're about to witness the worst of it all. We're about to pretty much witness the worst of it all, man. Our enemy is about to, it's already coming to the light, but again, the enemy of our people, other than the other nations and the Edomites, is coming to the forefront. The enemy, our enemy, So what, like the scripture has said, shame shall cover her. Shame shall cover her. And I'm going to the Hebrew of the shame in a minute when I find the scripture. Shame shall cover her. Okay, where's my scripture at? It might be Malachi or Micah. I know it's one of them. Yeah, shame. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Will say it unto me, where's the Lord thy power? And that's what they're saying in their minds. That's what they're saying, period, out in the open. Where's the Lord your power? Who's going to save you from this? Where's your Lord at? Since they're not being, being called out on their foul behavior and just being allowed to continue on, they're just totally out denying the existence of our power, man. Let's face it, that's why they're out in the open doing what they're doing. They're just simply out denying the existence of our power, man. Period. So shame. Here we go. Shame kind of cracks me when you go look at these words. It gives you absolutely no meaning. None. Okay. Shame is a painful emotion caused by having done something wrong or improper. It's like it keeps. A painful emotion caused by having done something wrong or improper. Ability to feel shame have you no shame. Dishonor, disgrace. So we're about to witness, we're about to see all this. And this don't apply to you women that are, that are repenting and that's coming back to the Lord our power, man. This don't apply to you. But at the same time, you women still should continue to work on yourselves and coming back to the Lord our power, man, through prayer, because this is what we've turned from. We coming back to the Lord our power. We look back and it's just something to be our our mind state, our lifestyle. When we look back at it, man, that's something to be ashamed of, man. That was something to be ashamed of. And you women ain't no damn different, That's what we do when we examine ourselves. Scripture says to examine. Let's see if I can spell it. And that's what a proud fool can't do. A proud fool can't examine himself in truth. That's a foul fool. 1 Corinthians. Let's see what this 1 Corinthians 11:28. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, that's just somebody that's unsincere, that's not sincere. Someone that's just full of wickedness, man. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Treating this work as a fad, treating this work, this ministry as a personal gain, for personal use, so on and so on. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. That's a sincere man that can judge himself worthy. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. If any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together to condemnation. The rest will I set in order when I come. Let's go back to the other one here. Examine 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves. These women can't examine themselves. It's not possible. They continuously lie to themselves. 2 Corinthians 13:4. For though we was crucified through weakness, yet he liveth by the power of the Most High. For we also are weak in him, but we shall live with him by the power of the Most High toward you. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. So he's pretty much calling them, these women who can't judge themselves and look in the mirror and judge themselves correctly as reprobates. And that's the least thing. And that's what you're seeing, this great uproar, these women rising up. And let's just face it, these women rising themselves up, presenting themselves as a power now. They're presenting themselves as a power now, a force of nature now. What's that goddamn saying? We women, we roar, or some foolish shit. I can't stand to even hear where they even repeat that madness, man. Women, we roar. Some madness, man. Those are reprobates, man. The Most High is going to rid the world of them, and their foolish, abominable thinking. It says this, 2 Corinthians 13:7. Now I pray to the Most High that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest, though we be as reprobates. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. For we are glad when we are weak, and ye are strong. In this also we wish even your perfection. So let me go back to that again. Part, deprive, shame. With shame. Okay, in words of disgrace, there is no shame in admitting mistakes, something that brings disgrace or causes painful emotion or strong regret. It's a shame he couldn't join us. I'm curious about this. What is the psychology behind shame? We feel shame when we violate the social norms we believe in. The social norms. The social norms. The social norm of today here in Babylon let's put it this way. The social norm of today's thinking is or antichrist. The social norm is anti-Yahushua. That's the social norm. We feel shame when we violate the social norms we believe in. At such moments, we feel humiliated, exposed, and this is what's coming. The scripture says shame shall, what does the scripture say? This is the words of the Lord, man. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. My eyes shall, and can you imagine the Israelite man when he received his power, looking down on that woman? Imagine that. That's a good feeling to look forward to, man. Looking down on your enemy, man. Because order has been is going to be put back into place. The Israelite man, Israelite man. I'm stressing the word man. Is going to be put right back into his place. Order is going to be brought back into this world. Imagine looking down on that woman that the Most High has sanctioned to be put to death. Let's face it, a lot of these women are just about to be put to death, man. My eyes shall behold her, and now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Shame. You like this one here. Let me finish reading this. Exposed in small and are unable to look another person straight in the eye. That's when, again, my eye shall behold her. They're not going to have that proud look anymore. You know, they're standing up in your face proud, confident. They're not going to be able to look the Israelite man in the eye in this day. We want to sink into the ground and disappear. Shame makes us direct our focus inward and view our entire self in a negative light. It says here, what is the difference between guilt and shame? Guilt is indeed concerned with one's responsibility for a harmful attitude or behavior. By contrast, shame implies a non-moral negative self-evaluation. There's no difference in guilt and shame, in my opinion. There's no difference. What emotions are associated with shame? Let's look at this. Shame is an unpleasant self-conscious emotion often associated with negative self-evaluation, motivation to quit, and feelings of pain, exposure, distrust, powerlessness, and worthlessness. Hey, listen. The scripture says this. Let me see if I can find it here. Hope it comes up. Oh, Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. It is a fearful thing. That's what comes to mind. That scripture comes to mind when I'm reading these definitions, man. And again, shame shall cover her. Shame shall cover her. Powerlessness and worthlessness. You know, you've been warned. You women been warned years ago, and and the warning is still been thrown out there. The warning is still being broadcast. The warning daily is still being broadcast. Let me get rid of some of these here. Pull me up. Ezekiel 3. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Unto the house of Israel. So, to the house of Israel, speaking of men and women. Women are included in that, you know. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. And thou givest him not warning, let's go into something else, but give them warning from me. So these messages and these videos and the Akim, which let me say the brethren, so you can understand, the brethren out there speaking, the warning of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the warning of the Lord. Again, it doesn't matter, make a damn difference at all if you don't like who's giving you that message, if you don't like how they look, how they dress, or hell, how the message is even coming out verbally. It doesn't matter, That warning is from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, Jeremiah 6 and 10 is nice. Thus said the Lord of hosts, They shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel as a vine. Turn back thy hand as a grape gather into the basket. To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. But you will. You will. You know, that day's coming with you will. You know. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am worried withholding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken. The age with him that is full of days, these old hoes, and they, these no good ass husbands they have. Just some dreadful reading here as far as to the wicked, man. They read this and they won't apply it to themselves. Herefore, let me continue on. And their houses shall be turned unto others, with their fields and wives together. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. For from the least of them even unto the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness, and from the prophet even unto the priest, every one dealeth falsely. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abominations? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. And this is something to be ashamed of. When you see comments like these, where they're commenting on these social media posts, man, where the whole world sees this shit, man, and they see who's making it. There's that nigger woman. Here's that nigger woman. She got to be at the forefront of it all. She got to be the head, the leader of it all, man. There goes that nigger woman. The whole world sees this madness, man. For from the least of them even unto the greatest, Beyonce and that nigga, that husband of hers, I can't Beyonce, even Jay-Z. I don't know why they just popped up. Yeah. Were they ashamed when they committed abominations? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, said the Lord. So, till next time, Lord willing, shalom.